My son grabbed a belt, demanding I sign a power of attorney in his name. My daughter-in-law laughed, whispering, "Everything will be ours now." Then the doorbell rang. She opened it, froze, then started screaming when she saw who was standing there. I heard my belt buckle click behind me. My daughter Jessica's voice cut through the kitchen like a blade. "Sign it, Dad. Don't make this harder than it has to be. I'm Michael Torres, 68 years old, retired firefighter. I thought raising a daughter with values meant something. I was wrong." That Tuesday afternoon, Jessica and her husband Derek showed up unannounced. I was making coffee when I heard their car in the driveway. Heavy footsteps, the door opening without a knock. "Dad, we need to talk," Jessica said. Not a greeting, an order. Derek stood behind her, arms crossed, that smug grin on his face, the one that made my hands clench into fists. She dropped papers on my kitchen table. "Power of attorney. You're going to sign it." "Excuse me? You're old, Dad. You can't handle things anymore. We need to manage your assets, the house, your pension, everything." "My house. The one I bought with 30 years of fighting fires. The one I raised her in after her mother died." "I don't need help, Jessica." Derek laughed. Sharp, mean. "Oh, he doesn't need help. That's cute." "This isn't a discussion," Jessica said. She pushed the papers closer. "Sign it." "No." Her eyes went cold. She nodded at Derek. That's when Derek reached for his waist, unbuckled his belt. The leather hissed as he pulled it free. He wrapped it around his fist. "We tried being nice," he said. Jessica leaned against the counter, casual, like this was normal. "Dad, just sign. Don't be stubborn." Derek stepped closer. The belt cracked in his hands. "Old man, you really want to do this?" My heart pounded, but I'd faced worse than a coward with a belt. "I will not sign anything." Jessica rolled her eyes. "Derek, maybe he needs—" Ding dong. The doorbell rang. Derek froze. Jessica's face went white. "Who the hell is that?" Derek hissed. "I don't know," I said, but I did. Ding dong, ding dong. Jessica rushed to the door. "Probably just a delivery." She opened it. Then she screamed. Two men stood on my porch, one in a gray suit carrying a briefcase, the other in a police uniform. "Good afternoon, Mr. Michael Torres?" Derek dropped the belt. It hit the floor with a thud. "I'm attorney Richard Chen," the suit said. "This is Officer Davis. We received notification about attempted elder abuse at this address." "No!" Jessica's voice cracked. "This is a misunderstanding. We were just talking." Officer Davis looked at the belt, then at Derek. "Talking? Sir, are you being coerced?" Attorney Chen asked me. "Yes," I said clearly. "They're trying to force me to sign a power of attorney." Derek's hands shook. "I wasn't going to hit him, I swear." "Then why take off your belt?" Officer Davis stepped inside. Jessica grabbed the papers from the table. "This is family business." Attorney Chen held up a folder. "Actually, this is fraud. Mr. Torres revoked your previous power of attorney 3 months ago when he discovered you'd already stolen $80,000 from his accounts." Jessica's mouth opened. Nothing came out. "We filed a complaint with Adult Protective Services," Attorney Chen continued. "We've been monitoring the situation. When Mr. Torres called us this morning to say you were coming with threats, we notified the police." "You called them?" Derek turned to me, fury in his eyes. "I called them yesterday," I said. "When you texted Jessica saying you'd make the old bastard sign whatever we want." I held up my phone. Screenshot after screenshot. Text messages. Voice recordings. "I may be old," I said, "but I'm not stupid." Officer Davis moved toward Derek. "Sir, I'm placing you under arrest for attempted assault and coercion of a vulnerable adult." "Dad!" Jessica lunged toward me. "Please, we need the money. The house is being foreclosed. We'll lose everything." "You already did," I said. Attorney Chen handed her an envelope. "Restraining order. You're not permitted within 500 feet of your father, and will be pursuing criminal charges for the theft." Derek was handcuffed. Jessica collapsed to her knees, sobbing. "Daddy, please!" I looked at my daughter, the girl I'd carried on my shoulders, the one I'd taught to ride a bike. "You threatened me with a belt in my own home." Officer Davis led Derek outside. Attorney Chen gestured to Jessica. "Ma'am, you need to leave." Full story on the channel linked below.